Hey everyone, Lisa here with your weekly wellness tip. And for those of you who are in my free group, I know you've been asking me to talk a little bit about stress and anxiety. And if you're not in my free group, please go to lisampepe.com and get my free wellness assessment over there. And once you sign up in the email, you'll find the link to join my free Facebook group, and you'll get lots of tips and access to these videos and more over there. But for those of you in my group, I'm going to talk just a little bit about stress and anxiety today, and I'm also going to do a little workshop on it. So if you're experiencing stress and anxiety due to any of the events that are going on in your life or in your world, anywhere in your world, I just wanted to go over how you can work through it a little bit. And then if you opt into my workshop, I will be going over it a little bit more in a scaled version of emotions and how you can move from the lower vibrational emotions into the higher vibrational emotions in a matter of minutes. All right, maybe a few more minutes than just one or two, but you can get there. So in the meantime, if you're experiencing stress, the first thing you want to figure out is, where is it coming from? And if you determine where it's coming from, is it internal or external? Now, they're probably related and you probably say both, but you want to look at the external sources and you want to see what type of stress they're causing for you internally. So basically, if I were to evaluate my life and I would look outside of myself and say, what is causing me stress? I might look to, other people. Now, the way other people are, we can't change, but we can work on how we react or how we are with them. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We're all human, but you want to give it a shot, and I'll teach you a little bit more on how to do that in the workshop. But for now, I might point to external sources, and I want to see which ones I can control and which ones I can't. And some of them you can control a little bit, but you can't control the whole entire thing. So if it has to do with other people, you really can't control them. Okay, so that's not the part we're going to try to change. What we're going to look at is, okay, how are these external influences causing me stress on the inside? And when I'm around these external stressors, what emotions am I feeling on the inside? And you can probably jot this down in the workshop. We're actually going to work through this on paper or notepad on your phone, whatever you use, but just try to associate emotions or the emotions you're feeling with the outside stressors. Once you understand them and you see the emotions you're having, we're going to look a little bit deeper into those emotions, and we need to discern, are they your emotions in the present or your emotions in the past that are just cropping up for you? Or perhaps there are a little bit of your emotions and a little bit of another person's emotions. I'm an empath and I pick up on other people's energies all the time. Sometimes it makes it a little more challenging for me to be in really large groups with everybody talking, but I do the best I can. I try to discern and usually end up having a good time, but you need to also discern for yourself. So if you're having any challenges with anybody like your significant other or a family member, or perhaps it is, a friend, a coworker, and any relationship that you have with another person, what you want to work on is the emotions around the stress that you're feeling from that person. If it is an external source, such as something that's out of your control, like world news, don't watch the news. No, seriously. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip on this because I have probably spoken about this in every video I've done over the past month or two. But when you watch the news, they are giving you their opinion, yes, their side of the story, their snippet, whatever it is. And if you're feeling any kind of an emotion coming from that external source, because your eyes are seeing something, your ears are hearing something that you may not like or care for, when that is internalized, it creates an emotion. And if you're getting emotions over that, just remember, you're spending your energy on someone else's opinion. And I'm not saying their opinion is wrong or incorrect, or maybe it's only part of the story. For me, what I have to do for myself now, and I did this because I felt the energy coming out of the television on certain channels and certain programming was very negative, and I could feel it internally. And I felt it before my emotion even got involved. So if you feel any of that, you might want to challenge yourself a little bit. And you might want to question what you're watching and what you're putting into your system. I guarantee you that it's getting in there, and even if it's subconsciously, it is affecting you. So the first thing I do with the news is I'll turn it on for the weather, and you've probably heard me say this. The minute a story comes on, they're trying to tell me something negative that doesn't have anything to do with me at that moment, or that I can go look up from more trusted sources, which I have found. And if any of you want that information, you'll have to email me, because I don't give it out in my groups. But I do have other sources, and I usually I go directly to the source. So if it's something I heard about something that happened here, and here, I try the best I can online to trace it back to the source. And I get as close to the source as I can to find out the information. If it's that important to me. If it's not, and unfortunately, I don't mean to be mean, but if, somebody, in, somewhere in the middle of the United States, had something happen, I'm not sure that's any of my business. And I'm not sure that I would have heard about that before we were so interconnected with the news. And since the media started reporting just mostly negative news. So I really don't want to be a part of that right now. So what I'm saying is just please challenge yourself to minimize the news or minimize programming that is creating negativity within you. And that might not be showing for you right now on the outside, but it is in there. So everything you put in becomes a part of you. They say you are what you eat. Well, I firmly believe that, your emotions and your persona and who you are is definitely affected by what you see and what you hear as well. So I would be very discerning and definitely start to filter out things that make you feel bad. Okay. And I'm not saying everything's going to make you feel good all the time, but you want to minimize that. And some of the TV shows as well. Some of the movies, I have a joke with everybody. I tell everybody I don't watch anything about death and dismemberment, if possible. If I'm watching a movie and something happens, okay, great. If the rest of it or most of it is okay. But I know that when I see somebody getting hurt or something tragic happening, I can feel it on the inside. I literally cringe. And, being empathic and being very sensitive to energies, if I'm feeling this, I know that everybody is actually getting it and probably internalizing some of it subconsciously, even if you're not aware of it. So be careful what you're watching. That will contribute to your stress levels and negative emotions. Okay, so not only external stressors, but these external stressors obviously come in to our energy field, and they will definitely cause problems, additional stress, and subconsciously, it might be wreaking havoc and you don't even realize it. Some other ways to combat stress is to not only be careful of what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and watch what you're doing, who you're hanging out with. If you are going to a job that's really stressful, you have to at least I would say 60-70% of things in that particular environment. Otherwise, I would honestly try to look for another job if it were me. Now, everything in this video is my opinion. Take what you want from it, use what you can, and if it works for you, great. And if not, then try something different. But this is how I work through stress and anxiety. I also like to rationalize everything that I bring in. So if I'm bringing in something and maybe I'm working through a number of emotions all within a few minutes, I do try to rationalize it and say, okay, well, this happened because of that. This person did this because of that. Or this is this and this is over there. And I try to put this and compartmentalize as much as I can. It's very difficult for me. I'm not very good at it all the time. I kind of get bombarded. But if you can discern and compartmentalize and rationalize some of the stress that's coming in, you'll do a lot better with that. And in the workshop, we'll go through some exercises that'll help you with that as well. So just make sure that with stress and anxiety, you are figuring out where it's coming from. You want to note all the external places, and then you want to note how it's affecting you internally. And then we can get to the bottom of how to clear it out and how to take those emotions and discern where they're coming from, what to do with them, and also how to raise your vibration. You can go from the lower vibrational emotions of, fear, guilt, shame, and anger. And then you can go all the way up to joy, success, and, exhilaration. There's all these other emotions that are way up on top. We want to at least stay somewhere in the middle all the time. And I'll show you the scale, and I'll also work through that with you during the workshop. So I'm talking about this workshop. Now, where do you go to sign up? Well, on my website, lisampepe.com, you'll see a tab at the top. It's called Group Coaching. If you click on that, it'll take you to the page for my monthly membership. Now, my monthly membership is discounted right now, and depending on when you're watching this video, I'm not sure if it'll stay discounted, but right now you can get it at a discounted rate, and every week we're going to do a workshop on wellness topics. And there will be some weeks where it will just be like a Q&A, because some weeks you might have questions and everybody will get a little turn in the hot seat to ask their questions and be coached. And it'll be about an hour long, and it'll be a group coaching session. I'm probably not going to take more than 10 people at a time in each session. And these sessions right now are going to be held on Wednesdays. But if you get over to lisampepe.com, and whether you sign up for my free wellness assessment or you sign up for the group coaching monthly membership, you'll get emails as to when that will be. You'll get the links and everything you need to join into the workshops. Now, one other caveat. On that page of group coaching, if you scroll all the way down the bottom, you will see not just the monthly membership sign up form you click through, but you'll also see a box underneath at the very bottom. I just put that on there. And that is if you would like to attend just one workshop, singular. It's going to be a little bit more, but it's still not too pricey right now. Everything's at a discount price. Like I said, I'm not sure when you're going to watch this video, but it might not be by the time you get to it. But as of 2020, July of 2020, it is discounted, especially because of what's going on in the world. I wanted to give everybody a discount on my program. So get down there on that page, and you can click through for just one session. And then that way you'll be on my email, and you'll get the link to the very next workshop. So if you were going to sign up today or tomorrow, you'll get the link for next Wednesday's workshop, okay, which will definitely be on stress and anxiety and working through the emotions that are associated with it, and how to move yourself up the scale at least 1 or 2 notches every time you're feeling a lower vibrational emotion because of the stress and anxiety that you're feeling. So this will be a really good workshop. I hope you'll join me there. And again, it's going to be next Wednesday, and I will get you the date as soon as you sign up, either on my free wellness, or you can also sign up right away for the monthly membership, which gives you a huge discount because you can attend every workshop every month. as long as you're in there. And if not, just sign up for the one by going to the bottom of the page. And again, that's lisaandpepe.com. And it is group coaching on the group coaching tab. And you can also type in lisaandpepe.com/group coaching to get directly over to that page. Either way, I hope you stay calm. Let's take that stress and try to dissipate some of it. And I'll teach you how. It's a little tricky at first, might take you a few tries. I know it always takes me a few tries. It takes me a few minutes, several minutes to work through each emotion and each stressor that I'm having in that particular moment. And we can even pre-plan for some that you know are coming up. Either way, try to de-stress. Take a deep breath with me. In and out, and try to release some of it right here and now. And we'll do some more release energy work in the workshop. So get on over to lisaandpepe.com/group coaching and join me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Stay calm. This is Lisa M. Pepe, Certified Wellness Coach. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.